Hi Taurus, this is your June reading for 2023. How you doing? I hope you had a lovely birthday season. Well, for my sun Taurus souls out there, you might be watching for your rising or your moon sign. Or you may be cross-watching, who knows? All is welcome over here, okay? Alright, Taurus. First and foremost, we are dealing with a couple of shifts, and energetically this might bring you a little bit more towards home, right? 4 letters, great meaning, home. The home, yes, the home the house that we call home, the environment we find ourselves in, but also really the home within yourself, the home within your body when it comes to your soul. And I feel overall your needs are making themselves known more, and it is really energetically connected to your emotional well-being and, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel relaxed, what makes you feel at home. And it might be something really in your physical home where you're like, maybe with your partner, if you have one, you really want to put some work in. You really just want to make it peaceful. You want to declutter that closet. You maybe want to get rid of the entire closet and just, put some shelves up and just display it nicely. Like, you might really want to make some changes. You might actually want to move in, move your, move to a new home. But it really is connected to almost like a teamwork effort. So this could definitely also be like you wanted to move out of a home where you are living together with another person, and maybe you just want to create your own space, or maybe rent a workspace where you can create a sanctuary, create something that you can work in and focus on your own things. So it's really on your mind. There might be some changes here and there. 5 of Cups. It might be something that you may or may not feel a little bit disappointed about. It's not necessarily something that stops you from completely and from looking beyond, but there's just some looking at a failed either project or something you really wanted a certain way and it went another way, and that kind of just has you in your feelings a little bit. I don't know what this is. This could be different things for you guys. What is up with the throat chakra? 1 second. All right, Taurus, sorry. It's just a blockage around throat chakra. It's like I feel like you have to undo yourself of some level of expectations in order to see those 2 cups that are, behind you. Well, maybe in front of you. You kind of just have to turn around and just take those with you on this journey. But I really do feel there's just this energy around it. I'm just gonna get some more cards out. Page of Cups, much better, much better. So coming out of that space and approaching things once again from a lighthearted perspective. Look at that. You're walking away from emotions and way of looking at things that were no longer serving you. It's like things you can't change having so much power over you. Because if you're focusing on wishing a situation that would be different when it is in past tense, the only way we can change the past, right, is the way we look at it. That and only that can be the only way and the portal basically to changing a past situation. We can go back in time, we can undo what we said or what another person did or what they did and didn't do or how to make you feel. But we can, in time, you don't have to rush that process, take a lighthearted perspective towards it. And you might find that during that situation or because of that situation that took place, another opportunity came into your life. Something, it reminded you of your strength. Something else came true. If that never happened, then you wouldn't be able to do this or go there or be this, right? And so with that lighthearted perspective, really is a change of viewpoint, really is looking at something in a different way that makes you capable of moving into the Eight of Cups and moving away from that. And sometimes we identify with a situation for such a long time. This could be trauma. So a lot of times in the here and now we get triggered by those past situations, and sometimes we are not even aware of that. That's why we get triggered in that way. That's why we dislike something or someone so much. So re-identifying yourself and stop feeling like that part of your story defines the rest of your story. Really looking at that in a different way opens up this world for you. The World card is here. And she is letting you know is that there are many chapters to this book. And every chapter, has its own presence and has its own value. But there's still a lot of chapters that are unwritten, and it can go either way. And we do have control of how we are taking those past chapters into the rest of the book. So this is something that's very profound. Like, you're looking at things differently. And even there might be a situation that returns itself that might want to put you in the Five of Cups. You're like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to look at it in that way anymore, because for some reason that went the way it went, because it wasn't redirection and not a rejection. And look at you moving into the Ten of Pentacles together with the World card. Wow. Go Taurus. It's your birthday. Well, not anymore, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know, it's how I feel. I feel this energy around you guys. It's like, no matter what, you have always two options. You can look at it as a challenge and as an opportunity, or you can look at it as a roadblock and stagnation. You can look at life and life experience and choices that you did or didn't make as something that for now that will ever be your story, or you can use it to your advantage. Like, it only made me more in tune with myself. It only made me get to know myself on a deeper level. It made me meet my own strength. It gave me all of this. It made me the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the really one of the few queens in the deck that really, I have this admiration with the Queen of Wands. Because yes, it represents a fire sign and all of that, but there's this separation from necessary fire element. It's like she makes life circumstances that we can put in a way happen to her, and she went through them, but she always made it serve her in some way, shape, or form. And through those life experiences, she developed things within herself. She developed to recognize her own beauty, recognize her own uniqueness, recognize her own strength, recognize her own power and knowledge and wisdom, because that's what she needed in order to thrive and survive in situations. She really knows what it's like to be there and to get yourself from point A to B. That you have to being able to be your own best friend in situations. You have to be your own pillar of strength at times. You have to tell yourself and nurture yourself and give yourself grace. And with that, you overcome. With that, you grow. With that, you evolve. And then when you are there at the top of the mountain, you didn't bully yourself all the way there forcing yourself to be something that you weren't, forcing yourself to feel whatever you were not feeling, or vice versa. And then you are on the top of this mountain. Yes, you have overcome, but you've lost all sense of grace to yourself. And so from this place, you attract people that will treat you that exact way, won't take you in consideration, will just walk all over you. And that's not something that the Queen of Wands is okay with. As you can see, she has forms of vertigo, and her skin is just very unique, because every person who, suffers, if that's the right word, if that have vertigo, it's all a personal design, if we can put it that way. I think it's actually really beautiful. Thank God we finally have some models out there. I don't believe it's enough representation just yet, but there is definitely a beginning. I think it's really beautiful. And they're showing up in their own grace. But she also trusts that things grow in time. She has a very refined connection with her own intuitive wisdom, with the cat here, the black cat, who understands that no matter what the belief is, I'm allowed to form my own sense of connection to it. A lot of times people have this superstitious energy with black cats. They're like, if a black cat crosses your path, it's bad luck. But that's not true. Black cats are one of the most loyal cats out there, also really spiritual. When I grew up, I actually had a black cat. And he was the sweetest. But they also have this sense of freedom. They are really their own individual. It can be your pet. A cat can be your pet, but cats will never be completely submissive to their owner, because it's a companion. It's not a boss owner. It's a companion. So it's like companionship of your own intuitive wisdom, of your own way of viewing at things that may have a certain name or a certain view in the wild world, right? In the world out there, but you deciding to make it your companion, make it your strength. And so with the sunflower as well, understand that the sunflower follows the light all day. So in the morning they follow the light, and then it goes all the way. They focus on the light. They focus on what is there, focus on what will nurturing and bring them the most. So through your intuitive energy and like bringing all the elements together, especially also with the wand here, it's like understanding your own needs and where your wants in life come from. And if that is a Five of Swords connection, just chasing something that can just make you feel something, or to really take a moment and to tune in, see what is truly filling and nurturing you, what's making you feel at home. I knew this was not gonna be an easy read. But it's okay. Well, for me it's fine, but I don't know how you guys are, where you guys are at. Gemini season. Intense focus, just not too long. We're not making these readings too long. Look at that. The beautiful Empress decided to show up, sandwiching that Five of Swords. There's no way that this Five of Cups is gonna keep you down on the... It's like, no, you know what? No. Nope. No. And yes. Look at that. The Sun card is out. Beautiful. And we have the Three of Swords in reverse. I do not read reversals, but the fact that it came out in reverse is definitely a positive sign. And the thing is that look at that, more sunflowers. Sorry. I just have to point that out. The thing is that even if we grow up in a stable home, There will always be moments that we can remember where we felt unseen or underappreciated or forgotten or hurt, sad. Like there's always something going on beneath the surface, even if it is like, for example, relationships as well. It could be 80% beautiful, but in that 20% is really tough, because in those 20% we meet ourselves. Well, a part of ourselves that we rather walk away from. But when it comes to you connecting to someone in a relationship, you're gonna have to meet yourself at those levels if you wish that relationship to be long lasting, real, and authentic. And if you wish that 80% to be as good as it can get, right? You deserve that. And so, not going back to the Three of Swords, Five of Swords, Five of Cups, not acting like it doesn't exist, with the Tower card is here as well. It's like not acting like it doesn't exist and then just having this energy of like forcing them under what. It's like, I'm not gonna look there. I don't want to see this. I don't want to feel that way. No, it's like allowing yourself to look at things differently, but looking at it for what it is. And then from that point of view, like feeling the feelings, understanding yourself, and then work with that energy. Don't walk all over your own feelings that are there. If you are grieving, if you are whatever, like a relationship or a person, if you are grieving a way of what you thought something would be and become and didn't, it's okay to have feelings about that. That's totally natural. That's a human experience. That's what we're supposed to also invite into our lives, right? Into our experience. But we can't completely identify with those feelings at the same time. Sometimes they're just simple messengers. Emotions come by, we feel them. We don't have to cling and hold on to them, but we intend to cling and hold on to what we know. And during Cancer season, you might find yourself, well, we're still in Gemini season, but we're working our way up to Cancer season. I feel like during this month of June and Gemini season, you're really capable of having that lighthearted perspective. And during Cancer season, you might find yourself doing a little bit more of that deeper healing. But what you're gaining this month is a lot of foundation to stand on. And so it will feel different. It will feel different than it normally does. Beautiful Judgment with the King of Wands. You have an equal coming in. Beautiful. You're having your days in the sun, Taurus. And this has been a long time coming. Long time coming. You deserve that, and trust it, that good things are also part of life. And that you deserve those things. And then you don't have to question when something good happens for you. When somebody comes forward and say, wow, Taurus, look at you doing all this work, and just you look so different. Like you look, glowing. Like you are glowing. And that, to be open to receive that and to take that on as truth and not feel like, yeah, but blah, blah, blah. All the time. It's like, oh, you're glowing. Yeah, well, must be the highlighter. It's like, no, thank you. I have been taking good care of myself lately. Resting, drinking more water, taking care of myself. Feel really good. I'm ready. Right? Alright, let's see if the goddess has some guidance for us. The goddess is oracle cards come through with some messages. Whew. There we go. Let's see. Wanted to jump out. Okay, we have two. Beautiful. To bring about the balance, right? One sec. I have to grab this card. What was I saying in the beginning? 4 letters. Home. Home, Taurus. Sometimes, man, the accuracy of these cards get to me still after all these years. All right, let's say Vesta says home. Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So, healthy changes. What are healthy changes? You have inner goddess as well. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, through self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Wow, Taurus. Awaken the goddess within you. The goddess within you. The goddess within you. I just showed the Empress and the Queen of Wands for the people who aren't watching. Awaken the goddess within you through dance. Get that rhythm, put that music on, bring about those energy flows, like keep your body in movement. It releases some of that stagnant energy. And self-care. Self-care comes in many, many forms. Find ways that you can incorporate in your day-to-day life, or even if it's once or twice a week, that just simply make you feel good, make you feel seen, make you feel like you are investing in yourself. Because the more time and energy that you invest in yourself, and I'm not saying it in a selfish way, I mean the time and energy you invest in yourself. So that is maybe going to therapy, doing the things that maybe sometimes, you don't take time for. Take a long bath. Go on that walk. Maybe do 2 or 3 nights a week. Just a walk, even if it's for 30 minutes. But it's you're putting in the work in order to take care of yourself. It doesn't only have to be physical. Sometimes it's just simply emotional release through singing, or through listening to meditation music, doing past life regression meditations, things like that can help you forward. Putting, for me, for example, I personally, every night I put meditations on during the entire night, so my subconscious can sort of realign and rebalance itself. And I've always noticed a difference based on what I've decided to put on. Notice different in my energy when I wake up in the morning, and depends on where I focus it at. So being conscious about little things you can integrate in order to bring about this balance. And taking care of yourself like you wish to be taken care of by other people. Or maybe in the past. Alright. So, I'm going to stop because I'm at 24 minutes right now. Thank you so much for tuning in, Taurus. I really appreciate your presence here. I truly do. And I wish you a beautiful month of June. And I'm going to be back soon. Mwah! Bye, Taurus. Ciao, ciao.